Going somewhere?
Yes.
Oh, no goodbyes.
Didn't want to interrupt you whilst you were working.
Oh, ever the thoughtful one, eh?
Yes. Well, I'm off.
Well, wait a minute. It's pouring out there.
So?
You're going to get wet.
Well, I'm prepared.
I'll bet you are.
I have some errands to run.
Oh, listen to this. Always busy, eh? Even in a downpour. Can't forget your wifely duties. Well, I'm not going to have any of it.
Yeah, I have to go.
No. I just can't stand the idea of you setting foot out there and getting so much as one little pinky wet.
I'm English. I'm used to the rain.
Still, I positively forbid it.
I really do have to go.
Darling, look. I can't think of one single reason why you should be out in this weather. Can you? Now, let's get you out of this nasty old raincoat here.
No!
Darling, I do not want you to go out in that rain.
I won't melt.
But you know how easily you catch cold.
I hardly ever catch cold.
Of course you do. Remember the other night we were watching that movie, Hurricane? I mean, you almost got pneumonia.
Oh, very funny. I didn't even see that movie.
As I recall, you're right. You started sneezing shortly after I read to you the TV critique.
Since when have you thought of me as so delicate?
I always have.
News to me.
Well, it started shortly after you got those blisters.
What blisters?
Ones you picked up at Hannibal's dance studio.
Well, we don't have to worry about that anymore, do we?
I hope not.
You know, I would think you'd have more important things on your mind.
Darling, your welfare is the most important thing to me.
Well, what about finding another policewoman? Since, what was her name?
Crystal?
Yeah, botched it up so well.
Oh, well, I'll manage, don't worry.
You know, it pains me to think of you so hard at work in your communications room, desperately trying to come up with a new plan of attack.
Yes, well, darling, police matters are my business and not your problem.
Lord knows you certainly have enough problems. Well, I'll leave you with them. Goodbye.
Wait, Holly.
Bye.
Hi. Holly.
$500?
I know it sounds like a lot.
Sounds like it is.
Well, nevertheless, that's what Irving is asking for.
I have to pay Irving $500 so as I can audition for Gilbert.
That's basically correct.
But I thought I was going to audition anyway.
The lessons are from me. The audition is Irving's department.
Is this the way it's always done?
I assure you, it's par for the course.
It's a bribe.
No. Think of it as a token of your esteem.
I won't do it.
Do you have to pay insurance on your car?
Yes.
And how much is that?
Several $100s, but I don't have a car anymore.
But when you did it bother you to pay that?
A little bit, yes.
But you needed insurance.
Yes, but...
Well, think of this as insurance on your career.
But if I'm good, wouldn't Gilbert want to audition me anyway?
Margaret, don't you think you're being a little unfair?
Me?
But think of all the money Irving has spent on you.
What money?
In a few short weeks, he's given you the end result of his years of experience. Do you think that experience comes cheap?
Well, no, I suppose...
Years of dancing in drafty rehearsal halls, living in cold water flats, scrimping and saving. For what? For knowledge, Margaret. Knowledge he could one day pass on to his students and perhaps spare them the trials he had to endure on his path to fame.
Well, I appreciate it, but...
Do you? Do you really? Here you stand on the threshold of stardom, balking over a piddly $500.
It's not to me.
In 6 months' time, you won't think twice about spending that much on a new pair of dance shoes.
The fact remains, I don't have $500.
Perhaps you could borrow the money from one of your relatives. I'm sure they'd be glad to invest in your career.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it.
Look, I assure you, I deplore this as much as you do. But that's the way it's always been done.
Well, somebody should change it.
Traditions die hard, especially in the theater. What can I say? That's show business.
for a job, Melissa.
What can I do about it?
Talk to your boss. Tell him I'd make a great waitress or a bus girl.
Look, I've only been here a few weeks myself. I really doubt he's going to listen to me.
I need the work, though.
Maybe you can win another contest.
Oh, if that chance is that, I really need your help. I'll bet you make really good tips here at the Versailles Room.
Yeah, but the more bus girls, the less customers, the less tips. I got money problems of my own.
Can't be as bad as mine.
I know. Try needing $500.
$500? That's odd.
Why?
But that's exactly the amount I need.
For what?
Hannibal.
Me too.
Really, why?
Well, something's come up.
Yeah, I see. It's funny, we're in the same boat.
No, at least I'm working.
If only Irving hadn't...
What about Irving?
I don't think I can tell you.
So don't.
Why not? At least if this comes through, then maybe I can help you out when I make it.
What do you mean when you make it?
Hannibal says that the only way I can get an audition with Gilbert is if I pay Irving $500.
I can't believe that.
What's the matter?
Forget it.
Is that why you need the money, too?
I guess there's no harm in telling you. I mean, you don't have the money yet either. Yeah, I gotta pay him off 500 big ones.
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
If that's what it takes to get on Broadway, then that's what it takes.
So you don't think you'll be able to get me a job here?
Okay, it's really no use. I mean, I know for a fact that they're not hiring.
Well, if you hear of anything...
You, suppose the taxpayers will buy the fact that we're doing business here in the Versailles Room?
Well, we are.
You better be careful. I mean, someone may take away your limo.
Never gonna let me forget that, are you?
Noisy today, isn't it?
Hey, there's Holly.
So I see.
She's standing with that bus girl. Probably looking for a table. Why don't we ask her to join us?
Oh, I wouldn't bother.
Do you think I could leave the back way, through the kitchen?
Sorry, it's employees only. I mean, if I let you, I think I'd just get into trouble.
Oh, all right then. Well, I'll see you.
Should I ask?
Only if it's about special. I hear it's very good today.
That's good coffee.
Beats headquarters.
Now, is that a hint?
Lee, look, because I say it's raining, doesn't mean that I want the city to pick up the tab for an umbrella.
Sorry. I've got the budget on the brain.
Well, I guess that's all we've talked about.
Let's change the subject, shall we?
Good idea.
What's Holly up to now?
Usual.
Well, she was very preoccupied earlier.
More coffee?
No, thank you. It is not like Holly to walk by without even saying hello. And it's not like you not to ask her to join us.
Look at the time, will you? We've got to be getting over to my place. Waiter.
Now, that I know is a hint. Mind my own business, huh?
I want to check through these department figures.
Again.
Well, we can never be too prepared for the big city council fight now, can we? So, you agree? We do need more foot patrols.
Well, of course I agree. That's not what I'm worried about.
Oh, come on, the council will come up with the money.
How can you be so sure of that?
Because you, in your own eloquent way, will persuade them.
You're throwing this hot potato right back at me, is that it?
That's why Dow is the mayor and Moi isn't.
I wonder if Luke would like another traveling companion.
I'm sure he's quite happy with his wife.
Well, she is. Hello, Holly. Still raining out, is it?
Oh, pouring.
Did you get all of your, errands done?
Just about.
Oh,
It's terrible weather to be running errands in.
exactly what I said.
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
Never complains. Isn't she something,
Anything for you, darling.
Can't you just see her running from shop to shop? Leaping puddles with a single bound, being lashed by wind and rain, and all in the pursuit of the ultimate bargain.
Some thanks, I guess, isn't it, Lee?
think your husband's quite a kidder.
Funny, after all of that, you're single, you're empty-handed.
Not all errands involve spending money.
At least not after the initial investment, eh?
Shall I make us some tea?
No. Your feet must be killing you. Have a seat, love.
No, really, I'm quite comfortable, thank you.
Maybe you're hungry then.
Actually, I am. Can I fix anybody something to eat?
No, we ate at the Versailles room.
Right. Sorry I didn't stop by and say hello.
Busy with the errands, no doubt.
Well, it's just that you seemed so involved in your conversation that I didn't want to interrupt.
So thoughtful. Listen to her, never complains.
Yes, well, I think I'd better be going.
No, please, don't go. Stay, finish your business. I'm going to run upstairs.
No, you won't. Lee, this has been a pleasure. We must do this more often.
I'd say this. It has been
Your office tomorrow, 9 o'clock, right? Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hold it.
I'd have to change out of these wet clothes, you know.
Get 'em off here.
Well, Robert, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking of an explanation, my sweet. Sit down. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I did not.
Holly, you positively reek of intrigue.
That's because I'm wearing mystery evening. I should hope you should notice at $50 an ounce.
I'm aware of the fact you visited Hannibal today.
You had no right following me.
I didn't.
You tricked me.
With you, I call it fighting fire with fire.
I didn't lie about where I was going.
No, you didn't do much of a job covering your tracks either.
I can take care of myself.
And I said this could get dangerous.
I went, and I came back. Well, my limbs are still intact. Doesn't that prove anything to you?
Hmm? How stubborn you are.
You're the one who's being stubborn. Good Lord. You're the one who messed up the case, too.
Remains to be seen.
You sent in a policewoman, and she botched it up.
I'll find another.
Meanwhile, Hannibal and Irving will have skipped town, will be sipping pina coladas on some beach in Rio, paid for partially by your money. Or should I say, the taxpayers' money.
Let me worry about the taxpayers' money.
You can't just sit back and let them get away with this scam.
I don't intend to.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'll work it out.
How?
Holly, look. I have dealt with tougher cases than this one before where the stakes were infinitely higher.
Well, there's some news for you. The stakes on this are getting higher every day.
And what does that mean?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Holly,
Will you let me stay on the case?
depends on the information.
Hannibal wants another $500.
What for?
Well, he says that he needs $500 to bribe Irving to let me audition for Gilbert. He said exactly the same thing to Melissa, and I'll bet he said it to all of his other star pupils.
It certainly changes things.
You can't pull me off this now. They were too close.
Look, if I agree to let you stay on this case, you've got to promise me to be extra careful.
I've been so far.
The point is, the scam is now coming to an end. Irving and Hannibal will be doubly on guard. You can't do anything which may arouse their suspicions.
Does this mean you'll let me stay on the case? Who are you calling?
Headquarters. Bert, listen, get me $500 in marked bills for Holly. That's right, I said for Holly.